Dumbshit. Reel Dumbshit. Reel Dumbshit. Your boy Shunt and your boy Redacted.
Yo, what's going on? It's the one called Shunt, and I hate to be blunt, but it is the real dumb shit. Alright.
And redacted.
And redacted. Obviously. Bruv, the worst thing about it is that people don't know you're here because you're not projecting your voice again. It's like,
that was not the time.
It is. See, when did this Mr. T voice come out, bruv? I've never seen your waves like this.
I got a question.
You got a question? Fine, hit me. What's up?
Imagine vampires exist.
Now you just sound aggressive and black, bruv. Like you got to dial it in. You got to dial it in. Yeah, it's not so much.
It's too late.
It's fine. Too late to apologize. Okay, One Republic. It's fine. All right.
Imagine vampires exist in a world.
Yeah.
With reincarnation.
Okay.
At which point do they get or would they get reincarnated? Would they? Because technically, their soul has left their body when they're turned into vampires.
I don't know. It's a good question. First and foremost, do they sacrifice their choice of being reincarnated if they become vampires? I assume it's like one glove fits all, right?
Yes.
All right, and
I'd imagine so, yeah.
And are they being reincarnated into humans, or are they being reincarnated into animals and life forms?
I don't think it's relevant.
Well, because vampires are bats, so technically they'll be. Well, it depends which folklore you go after, but yeah. I don't know, because then you'll have to beg the question: do animals get reincarnated?
Yeah, they'd have to. If people get reincarnated into animals,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what happens if you are reincarnating people into animals as well.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say this is because it's pretty fucked up. If they get reincarnated into another animal, are they still a vampire?
That's my question. That's part of my question. So will they technically kind of double exist?
Don't know. I reckon they'll just get reincarnated into a mosquito a bunch of times, and then I don't think they'll get a human husk, as it were. But in saying that, whatever they bite turns into a vampire, so technically them become, like, the people that they bite become vampires, and as a result they then become, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. Definitely weird. But in theory,
yeah,
if they come back as a vampire, they should only come back as a human. But in saying that, it depends on how they die.
Well, they die by vampire.
As in, okay, so in this world of reincarnation and vampires, which kind of exists, I guess, in Castlevania, because it's weird. It's like Dracula gets reincarnated every, 1,000 years.
Okay. As himself.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is that reincarnation?
This is another thing. Is that reincarnation? Or is that something else? I guess something else.
Life loop.
Life loop. Yeah, I suppose. But technically, that's what makes him immortal. But yes. So why do you ask this question, old Redacted?
No reason.
So just for fucking with me. Okay, great. I thought it was leading into a subject. Great.
What fucking subject?
Any subject.
What about vampires? What
I thought he was going to say, Blade, the new Blade's coming out or something like that. I was thinking,
Yes, but there's no reincarnation in that.
I don't know. Wasn't like Drake or Dracula or whatever.
He was reborn or reconstituted or something. No, they found him in like a cave or some shit.
Yeah, but that's only after.
Tomb.
Yeah, but he was like all withered and weird.
Yeah, but he wasn't dead. He was dormant.
I suppose. Yeah.
So
top of the list. What's going on?
The AT&T and Time Warner thing went through.
So, what does that mean for the Disney deal?
Well, it seemed to have emboldened Comcast to up their bid. They outbid Disney by almost 13 million.
13 million.
13 million or
billion.
13 billion?
I reckon it's billion. I mean, millions don't mean much anymore. They used to.
Maybe Maybe
It used to, but now it's just $1 billion. Yeah. But the reason why I reckon that the Fox deal will probably go through Disney rather than Comcast.
Cash. That's a cash deal. They're offering up cash. Who turns down cash?
You don't fuck with the mouse, bruv. I know that much. In this industry, you don't fuck with Disney. Ever. They took Marvel, which is a failing brand with nothing, none of the mainstays and everything else, and kicked everybody's ass. Do not underestimate the mouse.
Kind of, but they kind of proof of concept that shit with Iron Man and Hulk. Like, they showed that it was a viable, it was a viable source of revenue.
Definitely. I mean, one thing I will say...
They're going to take that cash.
Nah, they won't.
They're going to take that cash.
Because Disney's gone up the ante now. They never had to up the ante before. No, because they know for a fact they'll earn that in seconds with the X-Men. Seconds, bro.
Nah, not necessarily.
Bruv, because you underestimate
You're underestimating how Fox have sucked the life
out of
the X-Men and Fantastic Four until people just don't care anymore. A lot of people don't even know it's a different company that's making them films. So, if Disney bought Fox tomorrow, they couldn't turn around and just, produce.
Well, Kevin Feige wants that to be his next phase. He's waiting on that phone call.
Yeah, but the price has to be worth it. They're not gonna pay more than it's worth.
At the moment, they just need to drop bags, bruv. This is it. They need to drop bags. Yeah. They can drop that. It's different because Fox just wants to drop bags. He doesn't want to drop it's standing as such. He just wants to drop bags. I get rid of some of this weight that they've got.
Yeah.
And then focus on the news angle, as it were. That's how I feel, anyway.
Maybe.
Once they drop bags.
But they've got shareholders. They're gonna want the cash.
They're gonna want the cash.
Why wouldn't you take the more money deal?
The main reason why you wouldn't take the more money deal is because it's more paperwork, and this has already gone on for another year.
It's less paperwork.
No. Because with the Comcast...
It's less paperwork because you don't have to deal with stocks and fucking shares and shit. You're just taking cash. You're putting it in your bank account. Deal's done.
Oh, no.
Deal's done. Paper's signed.
I mean, I can see it working well for Comcast, and then Comcast then ransoming Disney with Disney with their properties. Or maybe they'll sell them on.
I don't think they want it that bad. I don't think they want it that bad.
They just did it for the anti-competition thing.
They maybe, but if they to make it worth their while, if that's the idea, they're still going to need to make and produce X-Men films
at that caliber, yeah.
Not even just in general anyway. They're still going to have to make money and spend money to make those films, so the rights don't revert back anyway. Yeah. So,
but I reckon
if I was Disney, I'd be like, boy, spend 50 million or
you're making this easier for us
or whatever. Yeah, trying to make an X-Men film or trying to make Fantastic Four happen. Just spend your money. We'll wait. We've got these. We're good for now.
I don't think they are though.
Of course they are. Did you not see Avengers?
Yeah,
Did you not see Black Panther?
Yeah, but what's after that?
Ant-Man and the Wasp is exactly what's after that.
What's after that?
Captain Marvel's exactly after that.
What's after that?
Homecoming 2 exactly after that.
What's coming after that?
Avengers 4 exactly after that.
So, okay, fine. You got a point. But, I don't know. I would prefer the what's after that to be an X-Men or a Gambit film. God, remember that guy? That guy.
That's never coming out.
Oh,
God. Getting made.
Oh, God. Or another Wolverine film.
I said that from day 2. That film's never getting made.
What's the other one? There's another one, isn't it?
What? That film that's not getting made.
Well, this is the thing. If Fox sell their movie studio, whatever it is, to Disney, we're not seeing another Deadpool.
I wouldn't know. I mean, why? It'd be silly not to.
No, not the same cast.
Why not?
Couple reasons.
Like?
Deadpool.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds. Did you know that he was married to Scarlett Johansson?
So?
Didn't end well, bro.
So?
She's Black Widow. He's
So?
Deadpool.
They don't have to be in the same movie. And two, even if they were in the same movie, I'm sure they could be professional enough to make it happen. Like, it's not going to be a Lena Headey and Bron situation where it's like, we can't film scenes together. Like, they're going to make it work. Like, you're fucking professionals. Like, I don't understand this fucking bullshit about,
to be fair,
we used to
like,
date, so we can't be in scenes together. It's like, you're getting paid enough, act like a fucking adult, and do the damn thing, innit?
That and he cheated on her with the girl that is the lead role in Green Lantern.
So what? That was in the past. I'm sure she's over it by now.
Yeah, she's married and stuff, but she's very...
Exactly. And she has kids, so if he didn't cheat on her, she wouldn't have that kid. I'm sure she's fine about it.
I mean, and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds look like a very happy couple.
They do look like... Yeah, they do look happy.
But yeah.
It all worked out for the best.
I guess. Kind of.
Not kind of, it did.
Yeah, it did. There's no such thing as an unhappy divorce.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's good. I thought you said that yes, and I thought, what? You're going to give me an example? I was like, really? Oh, this is rubbish. I don't want to get divorced. Terrible. I mean, if you're a guy, you don't want to get divorced because that money, bro. Money's big. Well, it depends on who's earning more, because it's a different world now. Whoever's earning more doesn't want divorce to happen.
Yes.
They would rather be miserable with all that money.
Only marry someone that's earning the exact same amount as you.
Oh, bro, there's too many variables. That ain't gonna happen.
Why?
One, people have less ambition than other people in a relationship. You have to have a dominant and you have to have a submissive. Two, it's impossible, especially with this gender gap, for both of you to be earning the same amount of money and to be happy.
No, she just has to have a better job than you.
That being said...
Well, because of the pay gap, it will even out. So she's earning the same as you. One's a janitor, the other one's a PE teacher.
Something like that, yeah. Oof. That's what I have to say about it.
That makes sense.
It doesn't, bruv. It doesn't. I disagree with the pay gap. The main reason why is because I want to be a house husband, bruv. I don't think I've discussed this with you before, but I want to be a kept man, bruv. I don't want to work. I mean, at the moment, I can't sign on, so this is the only route, bruv. The universal credits are fucking people up, bruv. Mess you right out, bruv. I used to know, tax credits and all that stuff. Now it's universal credits, bruv. You are fucking with the wrong dice. It's like a different game now. It's like it's peak, proper peak. Like people are going from 300 to 120 with interviews.
Wow.
No bus pass for 6 months, bruv. You can't.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucking stupid.
How the hell can you go to work?
Not only is it stupid that you don't get it for 6 months, but then it only lasts for 6 months.
Yeah, and then you have to go for the next interview. It's like, I get it. You shouldn't be jobless for that long.
No,
I get it in that sort of I get the whole sort of government overbearing, unrealistic expectation of what this world is.
Yeah,
I get that. However, it's a broken system, bruv. It's peak. Put a lot of people in debt. A lot of people are being miserable. And the worst thing about it is that I've got 2 jobs, still broke. And, it's peak, bruv. A lot of people I know nowadays have 2 jobs.
Yeah.
It's depressing, bruv. And it's not 2 jobs, 2 jobs. I'm not talking about, man's an actor and a waiter. No.
Okay,
Your two
jobs ever,
two jobs that you have are working in a field like hospitality or cleaning or something like that. 2 jobs usually, or retail. You have 2 jobs there, then you have your dream.
I couldn't do 2 retail jobs. I could just about manage one. I couldn't do 2.
Well, nowadays you have no choice.
I would kill someone.
like in retail, if you're working in retail, you need to have at least like a bar job or something like that on top. But in saying that, it's one of those ones where you don't know.
Sell drugs.
Don't sell drugs.
Sell all the drugs.
All the drugs.
I love the drugs.
Yeah, people love the drugs, but we can't really be saying sell drugs.
I think I just did.
I've just got a letter of deceased and deceased. Yeah, deceased. I thought it was cease and desist, but it actually says deceased.
Was that from one of your clients?
No. It's
you sold him all the drugs.
it's from Bradley, and yeah, he seems to be semi-upset about this tone of conversation. It's like he's doing some sort of bandukis in the background, bruv. You're bringing me heat, man. Bruv, you're bringing me heat. Stop it, yeah? Stop it, yeah?
Stop passing notes I'm not going to read.
Bruv, I can't read, as I said before. This just squiggles. I said this like 2 weeks ago, bruv. It's just squiggles and lines and images, bruv. I don't know how to read. Man watches a lot of film now. And analyses it and is articulate, but we're going to bypass that. It'll be fine.
Yeah, so speaking of AT&T and Warner Brothers, so Jeff Johns steps down and Jim Lee takes his place.
Oh.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I mean, like...
So Jeff Johns is going to do like a more... Like, he's going to write and produce more DC movies rather than being more of an executive role. And Jim Lee is going to be the new CCO. CCO? Yeah, CCO.
So basically, they lost their rag. They lost their rag with this whole bullshit. That's what it is.
Maybe. I mean, like, I kind of felt...
Actually, I think the viewers at home need to have a little bit more background about Jim Lee.
It should be more
what has Jim Lee done?
DC stuff.
No, he's done DC stuff, but what is he
Comics.
in DC? He's like the head honcho of comics, right?
Yeah.
He's the head honcho on comics, so he is the authority in DC.
Yeah.
He's been an executive in DC movies. However, he hasn't made a DC movie yet.
Well, technically, he won't be making movies. He's CCO.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But when you're in an executive producer role, you're more in the movie side of things. And then you've got Jeff Johns, who used to do it. And what did he do before? Comics as well.
Yeah.
See, it kind of makes sense why the movies suck now.
Why? No, but they weren't the guys.
medium.
Yeah, but they weren't making the decisions. They had dickheads making decisions and doing stuff like saying, let's get Jared Leto to be Joker, or like.
I mean, Jared Leto was
let's get this fucking trailer park to cut a version of a movie. Like, fuck off.
It's done on the cheap in some senses. I get that, but the fact
it wasn't cheap. You already hired the director. You doubled your spending. That doesn't make any sense. How's that cheap?
Well, it had to be cheaper than the original version.
No way. How can
most of that money would have got spent in post.
You've already got a director. It's not like they didn't get a director to do it and they asked the trailer house to do it. They had a director. He was there. He cut a version of the film. They asked them to cut a version of the film. You spent money where you didn't have to. Into a place that doesn't have an expertise in the thing that you asked them to do. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's not attention. I mean, like, Suicide Squad is one thing. Man Still's another. I can't believe I'm reliving these wounds again, bro.
You will.
Until it gets around.
Every week, or at least like a couple of times a month, until DC get together.
Yeah. It's stressful. I mean, the worst thing about it is I don't even work for the company, bruv, and it feels painful, bruv. It feels absolutely dreadful.
No, you know what? Yeah, you're going to feel like this until Aquaman comes out and it's great. So you just got till December.
I mean, I like the whole broski thing, but bruv, I can only see one. As I said before when we did like the DC Fixer, I can only see 1 or 2 Aquaman films, and then the rest is just garbage, bruv. That is it.
Well, look, it's only one, so...
I literally mean garbage. Like, the plastic in the Pacific Rim would be his third fucking film, bro.
You should be okay, because it's just one. It's just one.
It's just one
it's
Aquaman film, one Shazam film.
It's just one.
And then everything's dead.
Speaking of, like, while we're on the subject of Aquaman, you see the pictures?
I saw a couple of images like 2 months ago.
No, recently.
Oh, there's new ones.
Yeah. You see Black Manta and his mask. You see Aquaman and Orm. You see Aquaman and Mera. You see what's her face? Nicole Kidman as whoever she's being.
Fucked up thing.
Stuff's happening. Aquaman 2018.
Man don't care. Man don't care.
December, I believe.
Man don't care.
You'll care when it's great.
You're paying to watch an aquarium, bro.
That's how I felt about Iron Man.
You're paying... No. You're paying to watch an aquarium.
Aquarium don't have people in it with their dramas and their Game of Thrones shenanigans and their...
Well, because Jason Momoa is in it. Do not compare it to Game
I don't know because of that. It's because, like...
It's like you say, Terminator Genesis is a masterpiece. And then you watch it and it's like a piece of trash, bruv. The actor only has so much power, bruv.
No, I'm not saying it because of the actor. I'm saying it because of the source material. Like,
fine.
He is a guy who's meant to be king, and the person who believes that they're meant to be king is his brother.
Yeah.
So, it creates that tension.
I don't think it does. I mean...
In the Game of Thrones, there's like winners and losers or whatever Cersei said, some shit.
No, just everybody gets killed by Cersei.
Yeah, except she's not in this one, so it's all good.
She's not in Aquaman.
No.
What?
Why would she be?
That's what I'm saying. You said she's not in this one, so it's all good. What, is she out of Game of Thrones now?
No, she's not in Aquaman.
Okay, that's fine. I was like, right, you can't just bring this on me. That's some bombshell maneuvers, bruv. That's peak.
She couldn't just randomly be not in it.
I mean, she can.
Nah.
Bad thing, bruv. Anyway, speaking of that, you got the Game of Thrones prequel series. What do you reckon?
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
What else? I mean, I'm sure it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's the good thing about... I don't know, actually. It's a good or bad thing about Game of Thrones. There's so much mythology to mine.
Yeah.
They could be doing spin-off series for, like, ever. And, like, the more you mine, the more you might find. Like, it's dense. Like, there's a lot to it. Like, there's a lot we don't know, and there's a lot we've only heard of.
Skimmed.
Yeah.
Skimmed.
So,
yes.
I mean, it's got the potential to be good. I'm going to need something to watch when Game of Thrones is finished. So, I need to get on that ASAP. Like, I want no gaps. Like, this gap...
So my man has to write all them books.
I don't think he's going to write the books. I think they're just going to just make the series.
Do you reckon he makes more on the books or more on the series?
Series.
Yeah, fuck it.
Of course, man. The series is all over the world. Of course, that's more money. Yeah, what do you mean that?
I'm joking. I'm fucking.
People don't read.
I know. I can't read.
You can't even read.
I can't read, bro.
Exactly.
It's paid. So you got that.
And all the games and the merch and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a wrap, bro.
Rolling.
It's like, what? I don't have to write anymore. Fine. You can use my intellectual property to the hills. Come home, sir.
Yeah. That's what fucking, what's his name's trying to do, Kirkman. Like, just squeezing every bit of life out of fucking Walking Dead.
Right. It's like, there's some more.
Like, no, it's gone. Rick's leaving. It's gone.
Nah, Rick's dying.
He's leaving. They're not going to kill him. Nah, they're not going to kill him. They're going to leave him alive.
Full goal for the win.
For a...
spin-off.
No, I mean, maybe a spin-off, but for like a contingency plan. Like, just in case.
Okay.
Just in case, like, shit doesn't work out after he leaves, they can,
maybe glimpse.
Back that big old dump truck of money up to his house.
Although, as I said before,
to come back.
Fear the Walking Dead.
No one's watching that, bruv.
No, you should be. You should be. Which reminds me, I think I've watched the recent episode. I'm gonna force this down people's necks, bro.
I'm just saying, like, every week we're just fucking Fear the Walkers.
Bro. Like, you have to watch this show. You have to, because it's actually good now. It was shit before. I kid you not. Actually good now.
So just start watching from season 4. Yeah?
Season 4, yeah. Fuck all the rest of it off. You can fill in the gaps. That's it. I mean, if you really, really want to go full geek mode on it, you can watch the other ones. But it's completely unnecessary. Everybody's dying, bro. Everybody dying. The moment they're down to Strand, the girl, which is like the daughter.
Yeah.
And then, what's the other one? Nick's girlfriend. Nick's dead.
Yep, good.
Which I believe actually improved the story somewhat, because now I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Before it's like, oh, Nick's going to come in and save the day, oh, Nick's going to do this, oh, Nick's going to do that. Now it's like, rah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, bro.
I'm sure there'll be a new Nick.
Yeah. I think it's going to be John Dory.
Okay, yeah.
John Dory for the win, bruv.
Yeah, so...
Remember, I'm championing Fear the Walking Dead. I'm just saying. I'm just championing it from now.
I know, yeah. You have been for a couple of weeks.
Oh, bruv. You guys need to watch this show, bruv. Need to.
Maybe.
Always.
Maybe.
Trust me. Man's blunt, trust the shunt, bruv.
Did you see the Wonder Woman 84 pictures? Steve Trevor's back! And he's in the 80s.
That makes
what do you think about that?
That makes no sense.
What do you think about that?
Doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense.
You didn't see a body.
The first one was in World War One.
No body equals dead. No dead. What?
It's in World War One, bro.
So?
He's dead
now.
He's dead, bro.
80s now.
Dead food.
Nah, he survived.
He's not survived, bro.
He survived.
Unless he time traveled, this makes no sense, bro.
Of course he time traveled. How else is he going to get to the 80s?
Pointless, bro. Absolutely pointless. Wait. What even happens at the end of...
He gets blown up.
Does he?
Yeah, he does the Captain America thing. He flies the plane full of bombs, blows up.
Now how the hell does he end up in the future then?
Time travel.
Fuck this world, bro.
What?
Fuck this world, bro.
Why?
Just stop it. Stop.
Why?
Stop.
No, they need him. They need him. Like, she can't... I'm not saying a woman can't. I'm saying she can't carry a film by herself. She needs someone that she could talk to. Like, she needs someone that could do the heavy lifting dialogue-wise.
What about introduce
that's not her.
What about introduce Green Lantern? You could have done that. Or who else is like?
But then
John
you
Jones.
have then you have like a pre-Justice League film before the Dawn of Justice. Doesn't work. It can't be.
You're saying that as if Dawn of Justice worked. It didn't work either way.
Yeah,
the hell?
You'll retroactively like make it work less if you add in like, oh, she was hanging out with Green Lanterns, or she was hanging out with like, I don't know.
Let's make this interesting.
Right? Or whatever.
Let's make this interesting. Green Lanterns get introduced in Wonder Woman 1984.
No way.
Why not?
Because that film still has a stink on it. Like, Deadpool just ripped it a new one recently. Like, they can't bring out another one
They
yet.
can.
They need to wait for the stink to rub off. And every time Ryan Reynolds makes a film, he's...
Yeah. It's like, if I can't have it, no one can.
Nah, you don't wait.
It makes me feel wonderful when I see stuff like that. I mean,
that film's not coming out for a bit.
And that's another reason why I'm thinking that Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds can't work on the scene.
Why? What? Because
Ryan Reynolds is hella salty, bro.
Yeah, but he's the one that cheated. Like, he can't be salty. He can't be. Like, anyway, that's what I was going to say. Like, that's apparently Jeff Johns' next project is going to be the Green Lantern film. That's not going to come out for a bit. So, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any Green Lanterns in Wonder Woman 84.
Just TV series, bro. As I said before, TV series.
Can't do Green Lantern on TV.
Bro, you have to.
No, you're going to be so disappointed. Like, you will hate that. You will hate it so much.
TV specials, not TV programs.
What, like TV movies?
On the verge of.
That's going to be... Nah, that's
I mean, that's what they do on Netflix. That's Netflix, though. I can see it more working on a Netflix medium. I can't...
Still no.
For the life of me, Netflix, I'm not watching another Green Lantern film.
Netflix series don't have the budget for a Green Lantern.
Yeah, it's the constructs that fuck it up, innit?
Exactly. That's going to fuck it up no matter what... Like, you can't... That's why you can't do it for TV. Otherwise, it's going to be one of them ones like Firestorm, where it's like, you just don't see him being Firestorm. Or like they make up reasons why
they can't turn it into this episode. Yeah,
Garber and Jax can't be in the same room at the same time. They're always getting split up because they need to be together to be Firestorm. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like, you chose these characters. Why are you making it hard for yourself? Why are you choosing two characters that you can't afford? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why are you going to choose a character you can't afford? Just have a different character in there.
Green Lantern, like, should get something.
Yeah, he's going to get a film. Film's fine.
I still reckon my idea with the good cop, bad cop academy thing would probably be better.
Yeah, wasn't that a TV series?
Yeah, it's a TV series.
Again, like, you can't afford Green Lantern, especially a police academy of Green Lanterns on a TV budget.
You can. All you have to do,
Game of Thrones money.
You focus on the actual characters rather than the abilities, because they're not going out on mission yet. And then, you can have the odd construct in sort of like the workshops and everything else, and you can sort of build it up before they get into the films.
Would you enjoy watching that? Huh? Would you enjoy watching that? You'd be like, where's all the shit? Like, where's all the gloves? And
No. See, what I would appreciate... Like, this is what they're doing in Gotham, but they're not doing it well. They're giving the television equivalent of a lap dance. Right? So, they're promising you one thing, you're paying for something to happen, and nothing happens.
Nah. What Gotham's giving you is the equivalent of a lap dance with a ladyboy. It looks like something you want, but it's not. You don't want that.
Yeah. That's a better analogy, actually. I ain't even gonna. Yeah.
But then, on that note,
Jared
Leto Joker movie. What's up? Why is this? You know what? I was gonna say, why is this happening?
You know why?
I'm pretty sure this is not happening.
The doubling down.
This film is not getting made.
Double down.
It's not a double down. It's a bluff.
No, it's double down.
They're playing poker right now. They're just bluffing all over the place.
Poker with the Joker.
This is not
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Bars.
This is not. This film is not happening.
It will happen, bruv.
This is the DC Gambit movie. This film is not happening,
bruv. I saw one thing online, and obviously it's speculation, rumor. Like, the moment it gets on the internet, it's now speculation and rumours. It's like, it's no longer from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, especially the places you look.
Oh, God, bruv. I look at some legitimate places, not just porn sites. So, in regards to sort of like that whole Joker thing, and there being 3 Joker movies, one thing that I did come across, which kind of seemed interesting, but I thought it's just like a confusion of like the articles, is that there might be 2 universes, one being DC Universe, or the DCU, and then DC Black, or DC Dark.
I'm going to say this. We don't really want a Joker movie, so we definitely don't want 2 Joker movies.
And you definitely don't want 3 Joker movies.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to hold off on the 3rd one because I didn't hear anything about that. But, what I also say is, like, that's super confusing for, like, the general audience. If you want these films to make money, you need the general audience to go. And like, if they're like, oh, I just saw that Jared Leto Joker movie and I didn't really like that, why the fuck would you go to see?
They're not going to open up with Jared Leto, bruv.
Of course they are. That's the one you know.
No, they're opening up with Joaquin Phoenix easily.
Fine.
Martin Scorsese's going to set the Brass Class tone, and then
he's not.
Then it's going to get completely ruined by Jared Leto.
That.
You know, he's producing it. Isn't he?
Yeah. So like, as a producer credit, like no one's going to give a fuck.
You say that, but I mean, like, who's actually directing that? Martin Scorsese.
I don't think they have a director, or I didn't see anything with.
Maybe it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Remember, we was talking about because obviously his name got attached to it.
He is not going to direct that piece of shit.
He will, because it's a piece of shit.
No way.
What can he lose?
No way. What do you mean? What can he lose? He just got an Oscar. He's like legitimate now. Like he's double legitimate.
He's not, right?
What do you mean he's not?
He's not. He won it for The Revenant, bruv. He got fucked by a bear.
He didn't get fucked by a bear.
What did he
He got fucked up by a bear. There's a difference.
So he got fucked up by a bear, and he won Oscar.
And he ate livers and whatnot. And he's a vegetarian. He earned that Oscar.
I suppose on ethical terms, yeah. It's like he's willing to commit to the role.
But yeah, like no one wants these Joker movies. Like, how would you even see it? Like, if you were gonna make a Joker movie, what does that look like? Like, where's the conflict? Like, what is it? Like, what are you watching?
You just turn the narrative on its head. I mean, I know how I would do it.
Yeah, but do you have Batman in it? Like,
no. You do. If you're doing a Joker movie, you do the White Knight. The White Knight comic book right now. You do that.
Doesn't that have Batman in it?
It does have Batman in it.
Yeah.
So you have Batman as the villain. You don't have Batman as the hero.
You
can.
No.
If you read The White Knight, you see it actually makes sense.
I mean, I have a vague idea of it. But, like, you can't do that for film. Especially if you don't have, like, a cohesive, like, regular universe that has a Batman in it and a Joker in it.
Established
like,
Batman,
you can't fucking, Black Mirror a universe that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Or Cracked Mirror. Like, you can't, it doesn't make any sense.
I know, it's too much too soon, if that makes sense.
I mean, I will say, like, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and the way he said he would do a Joker movie would be like, it would just be Joker stories. Like, it wouldn't be one narrative through the whole film. It would just be stories of, like, the Joker's exploits. And I guess that can work for one movie. That doesn't work for two movies. No.
And that can't be your first movie. That's another thing.
Yeah, it also can't be your first movie.
Definitely. I mean, like,
no one wants to see a Jared Leto Joker.
Nobody wanted to, but we've seen it already. So.
Yeah, no one wants to see it again. Like, you're already going to see it again probably in Suicide Squad 2 and
Gotham Sirens.
Yeah. Whatever Harley Quinn movie.
I don't know. I mean, at the moment, the way I see the whole Gotham situation, as it were, they've got loads of sort of like characters that they can use. Now that they've got this new guy, Jim Lee, who seems to know what he's doing. Jeff Johns seems to know what he's doing. However, do they make films? Do they make good films? Do they know how to make great films? Are they better than the Russos? These are questions that I can answer quite easily, and that's no.
It's a bit harsh. I mean, like, they don't need to be executives on filmmakers.
I know.
So, they don't need to be filmmakers. They just need to create a cohesive, like, if you want to do a cinematic universe, you just need to make a cohesive through line through the stories that makes sense. Or at least make stories that make sense. Like, and they can do that. Like, he's done it before.
Alright, so if you were to have your dream director make your favourite DC movie, who would it be and what film would it be?
It would be Question.
Oh God. Yeah, I remember now. So Question, yeah.
And Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith directing the Question movie.
Yes, he wants to do it. He really wants to do it. They'll do a good job.
Fair enough. Mine would be. Yeah, I want my Batman film done by the guy that done the Raid.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, my Batman film was like Running Man Batman,
Yeah.
Night of the Bat. I want that done by. What's that guy's name? It's not Ico, right? It's God. Because I know that he wanted to do Hit Girl.
Yeah.
That's how my brain's sort of like bridging the gap.
Is it?
Yeah, he wanted to do Hit Girl with the guy that done the Raid, and he was going to do all the choreography, and he was going to do the writing. Would have been fucking awesome, but Kick-Ass 2 sucked balls, so it didn't happen.
Yeah, apparently they're rebooting that.
How the fuck can you reboot something that's only gone to 2 fucking films?
I mean, of course you can. They did it with Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that was. No, they went to 3 films at first.
But not.
It has to be a trilogy at first.
Not Amazing Spider-Man.
Huh?
Not Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man didn't make the cut, bro.
They made 2 films.
Yeah, but
reboot.
Spider-Man 3 was time to literally Spider-Man. That was a good time to die, pretty much.
Yeah, but Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. You said you can't make 2 movies and reboot. Amazing Spider-Man did it. 2 movies reboot.
No, because it's not technically counted as a reboot.
Why not?
It's because Peter Parker's home. Yeah.
So?
That's where he's meant to be. He's meant to be in the MCU. He's not meant to be. everything outside the Marvel universe is a reboot, bruv.
Technically, it's not. Yeah, so it is a reboot then.
No, it's the original version. That's the reason why when you had that moment in Civil War, it felt right. It felt good. When you saw Electro versus fucking Peter Parker in the middle of freaking Times Square, you felt nothing but disgust. Especially when he looked like Mr. Glass, and you're thinking, this makes no sense. Yeah, Jamie Foxx looked like Mr. Glass, and then he became Electro because he. Yeah, you're remembering it, right? You're remembering it. Yeah.
No, because I thought you meant like he looked like Mr. Glass once he was Electro.
No.
Beforehand.
No.
But yes, I admit there are some weird choices in that film, but it was fine.
Nah, but I mean, in regards to reboots for me only count for if somebody else takes on the property that's originally concepted and then does their own version of it.
So what would you call it then?
What?
Like if they reboot Kick-Ass. And it's the same guy.
No, it's still a reboot.
Exactly. But you're saying you don't count.
So wait, and it's the same guy that was in.
Yeah, Matthew Vaughn.
Matthew Vaughn.
Yeah, he wants to reboot. He wants to reboot Kick-Ass.
He wants to reboot Kick-Ass, and he wants to recast the same guy, or is he just using another guy?
No, recast. So it would be a different guy.
I don't know. I don't think that would be a good idea. Well, it's more of a redux if it's the original person. Reboots are more like new person, new brand, new vision, I think.
Yeah, but it's a new cast. Like, it's all new cast.
Yeah, but it's like Shakespeare. It's like people doing the same play. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a reboot of Hamlet or reboot of blah, blah, blah. It's just different people playing the same roles. It is and it isn't.
No, it is. Because it's a play. Like, there's no longevity to the actors being.
If you fuck up on it, fuck up on the night, sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, not even just that. It's just like, I don't know. Like, it's you can't. Those actors can't play those characters forever because there's no recording. There's no thing to keep it pristine. Like it's just.
It's just that one shot, one kill. Yeah, makes sense. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm excited. I'm not excited about that one.
What, for a kick-ass reboot. But it's a kick-ass...
I barely liked the first one, to be fair. No, I mean, like, it's only because after I watched the second one, I was thinking, like, this was a fucking waste of time, and I'd have seen signs from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because it's an idea that I had. I mean, I don't get it twisted. Whatever Edgar Wright does with the original material...
Edgar Wright did it. Edgar Wright did it.
He writ it, didn't he? What's his connection? Yeah?
Mark Miller.
That's it, Mark Miller. Mark Miller and... not Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright did Space, didn't it?
Yes.
Yes, that's where I'm really confused. So... Scott Pilgrim as well, yeah. So in regards to that arena of madness... yeah, he... I don't know. I don't think it's one of those sort of things where you've got, say, Kick-Ass in one corner, and then his, apparent sort of like path of heroism being anything interesting. Big Daddy being taken out, and then Hit Girl being introduced as a sort of standalone solo character.
Yeah.
I don't believe it can be recreated authentically again, with me caring. Maybe as a TV series, that's a different thing.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't have to do his origin again. They could just do...
They will do his origin again.
This is not going to do his origin.
This is the pitfall of every reboot. You know this already.
Yeah,
you know this already.
Homecoming didn't do his origin again.
Yeah, they didn't have to.
What do you mean they didn't have to? The Snyder films didn't do Batman's origin again. What?
The Snyder films didn't do Batman properly.
So? It doesn't matter whether it's properly or not. It's about whether they...
It's not a good example. It's not a good example.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
The Snyderverse, all of them deserve to die. Horrible, burning, painful deaths.
Just take your feelings about it out of it.
No. Never.
Just take your feelings out of it and just like...
No.
Just look at it objectively.
If I was looking at it objectively, it's a piece of shit. The whole Snyderverse is a piece of shit.
That's so harsh, man.
It's not, bruv. It's not, bruv. You know what it is? It's like you bringing... Like, this is how inappropriate the Snyderverse is to film and the whole general sense of comics. Is that somebody brought a dead baby fetus to a baby shower, bruv.
Wow.
In a box.
I think I see one of those notes again. One of those notes I'm not going to read.
Bruv,
that's what that's about.
Bruv. All I'm saying is, it is so inappropriate to watch that film.
Like that comment.
Bruv, you're not redacting me. Shunt, I'm pushing this forward. It's so inappropriate what he did with that whole genre of film.
Yeah.
That it's that offensive, bruv. So just imagine, you got your parents around, you got mum, dad, expecting, and then you've got like the family members around, and all of a sudden a weird guy in a trench coat comes in with a cardboard box and staggers towards you smelling a piss. That's Jack Sider. He then says, I like what you're doing here. I want to do the same. I brought you a gift. This is my gift to you. You're humbly accepting it, even though the guy smells a bit whiffy. You're like, oh, it's a bit weird. And then, he opens up the box, and inside of it is a former child person. So it's everything that you wanted. Like you want a baby, but you don't want a dead baby. And this is what he gave us. He gave us some form of... I don't want to say it, because it sounds so harsh, but it's so true.
Look what you said.
He gave us some form of, child with a deformity, or worse yet, not even a deformity, stillborn, eyes blinking. And then you have to watch
stillborn and eyes blinking.
No, and then you have to literally sit with the baby and wait for it to die in order for it to be buried, and then you have to forget about it. It's all dark, bruv. It's
you
dark,
forget
dark
about it. The thing's still alive, like the remnants.
Yeah, I suppose.
The Snyderverse.
It's probably a bad example. It's definitely a bad example.
It's a bad example.
Oh god, alright, that I could probably redact.
Nah, it's too late.
No, I can do it.
Nah, it went on for too long.
No, just cut out. I'll just cut it out, bro. But in regards to the Snyderverse, it's not my cup of tea. That's what I'm going to say. That's how I'm going to redact that whole section. There is a very, very, very venomous version of this. Nobody would actually hear it. I think I went too far. Kind of. Although, yeah. So, what's the next one?
That's it.
Oh, good. So that's DC done.
Yeah.
Alright, over and out. Alright, definitely. Okay, in that case. Oh, no. There's a couple more things.
Go on.
Telltale Games, Stranger Things. What's your verdict?
Fine, I guess.
Fine?
Yeah. I mean, they've done good stuff with games.
Yeah, I like what they've done with The Walking Dead. They haven't done anything with the Fear the Walking Dead, which I'm actually quite concerned about. It's like they don't believe in the brand.
No, but I mean, it's still under the Walking Dead brand. It's still the same universe. I don't think they have to specifically label it Fear the Walking Dead.
They do, for the sake of the Fear the Walking Dead. It's got to get cancelled, bruv.
They don't.
We'll get cancelled otherwise, bruv.
I mean, that's probably for the best.
No, it's not, bruv. It's actually getting good now. And obviously, it took them to murder the whole entire original cast, but they got there, bruv. They got there.
It's probably for the best. Probably for the best.
I don't know. Maybe just Walking Dead and then Still Walking with the Dead, maybe. That's what they need to do.
What, another spin-off?
Yeah, but it's like what they're doing now, but named differently. Because Fear the Walking Dead was meant to be before.
Yeah.
This is now current with Fear the Walking Dead. I mean, Walking Dead.
Yeah, because they realised no one wanted to see the shit they were trying to show us before.
No, it's just what they were telling us before, showing us before was shit. That's what it was. I mean, like, nobody gives a fuck what's happening in Mexico. Nobody gives a fuck what's going on in fucking a military base. It's all about the action, you know, getting where the action is. Like, personally, I reckon that Fear the Walking Dead should have started off in New York. There's a lot more that you can do with the program from there.
What difference would that make?
Well, California, too laid back. First and foremost. Second of all,
yeah, New York,
they didn't have
too densely populated.
Exactly, so it'll be a lot more crazier.
There'll be a lot more like
carnage,
just dead. Like you're not surviving.
Nah, but you surviving something like New York would make you like a war veteran, bro. So that was like the opportunity. Now that was the opportunity. Basically, because with this thing, in order to make it proper scary, for me anyway, in order to make it proper scary, you have to hide it in plain sight.
Is it meant to be scary?
Well, this is it. It's just reality, isn't it? It's just the reality of the situation. By that time, where it hits the Walking Dead. But in Fear the Walking Dead, where you're trying to gather that sort of understanding, it's scary because it's a whole learning curve. Like, you know, people are dying left, right, and centre. You've got all these weird sort of zombie people walking around. You don't know whether or not it's permanent, whether or not it's temporary, or whatever. All you know is that all these motherfuckers are around you, and they're killing everybody that you know, and these people are then coming back, and then, you know, it's very confusing. And the only way that you stop them by, you know, attacking you is by stabbing them in the head.
Yeah.
Which is obviously a very fast learning curve. I mean, always go for the head. If you're ever like sort of like troubled, always go for the head. It's usually a good thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Especially if they've got like, you know, blood and, you know, sort of mucus and weird stuff around their mouth. Aim for the head.
Yep.
That doesn't work. Aim for the heart.
Yeah.
Allswise running. You do not take the shot and stand still. Keep that shit moving. Keep light on your toes.
Maybe.
Running diagonal lines.
Does that work on zombies?
I don't know. I don't know what works on zombies. They're not real. But yeah. So you got that. But yeah, regards to sort of like zombie survival, whatever. There's another thing I was looking to speak about. Have you seen iZombie recently?
Not recently.
What was the last episode you watched?
Season 1, episode 3.
Wow. I think I got up to like 7.
No, I mean, I was enjoying it, but I was watching it and I was just like, you know, I get it. It's a bit samey. And then I never turned it back on.
Yeah. I mean, what about the 7?
I mean, that's what happens when you have fucking procedurals. Like, they're just samey. Like, there's no anything. It's like, Liv fucking finds a dead body. She tastes its brains. She goes on the quest to find out who the murderer is or whatever. And then, you know, some other shit happens and that person dies or gets locked up. I mean, there's not really...
And then she eats their brains.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really a lot of nuance to what's going on. So
I know. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's less...
There's a lot of things to watch, people. There's a lot of things to watch.
Yeah. I mean, like, have you seen the Santa Clarissa diet thing?
No. I heard it was not good, so I didn't bother watching it.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore at worst or best. I don't know what's good for Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore's a weird one as well, though.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I felt like she was going to get replaced by that girl that was in 8 Mile. What's her name? Oh, God. She died tragically.
How can she get replaced?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, she had the same sort of nuances as Drew Barrymore.
You mean she was just going to get replaced in life?
Drew Barrymore, yeah. And then that girl died. And then, like, you know, that was it. Brittany Murphy, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because all the roles that she's got now,
yeah.
I can see that them being like Brittany Murphy, which is nuts. And Brittany Murphy would probably have done a better job.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the theory, anyway.
Maybe.
Brittany Murphy over Drew Barrymore. But then saying that, speaking of Murphy,
Alex Murphy.
Okay, which angle are you going for?
What angle?
Jesus, you just want to shout Alex Murphy. Okay.
Murphy, son of Alex Murphy.
It's not that.
RoboCop.
It's not RoboCop. RoboCop's now dead after the...
There's no point.
Yeah, it's no point, bro.
No point. Right, RoboCop is also already awesome. Like, you don't need to remake it.
Yeah. What about this though? RoboCop versus Terminator. I reckon it's now the time to make it. Both franchises are failing. It happened with Freddy versus Jason. I reckon now's the time. Huh?
That didn't help.
What, Freddy versus Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Not really. It didn't revitalise the franchises.
Yeah, it did. It revitalised Jason.
Where's all the Jason and Freddy movies?
You got Jason X.
And where's the rest?
That's it.
Exactly. It does not really revitalised, does it?
Well, they're meant to be remaking Friday the 13th soon. Like I've seen a couple trailers.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. See, that has already come out, and I've just noticed. I know there's been like rumours of a Friday the 13th movie. There's obviously you got Halloween that's coming out, and then there's the See, now this is a reboot. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Which is
tried that already.
Huh?
They tried that already with Rorschach.
Yeah, tried it again with Rorschach, but now they're rebooting it again.
Nah, it's too soon. You can't reboot again. It's too late.
You have to do it.
You can't do it. It's too late. You just tried. You just tried and failed.
But
do it again.
It's meant to be the guy from the Internet, so...
No!
He would be such a better, like, Freddy Krueger.
Maybe, but, like, no. Just because he's in a film...
Skarsgård.
Just because he's in a film where he's a clown, it doesn't mean, like, oh, let's reboot...
No, he's, like, in a film where he is the most scariest clown. The only clown that's scarier than him, and only just about, is Tim Curry. Tim Curry. The original way, that's nightmare fuel for days, bruv. Absolutely.
Maybe. Not on board.
You're not on board. Alright, what about Murphy? What about this Triplets film that never got made?
Triplets film?
Eddie Murphy, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Is that still coming out, or is it like being proper shelved?
I don't think so.
Archived, yeah. Do you reckon that there was a couple takes that they done at least?
Nah, I don't think they got to that stage.
Oh.
I don't think they got to that stage at all. That's Gambit all over again.
Oh, bro, you need to let that film go.
I have that, it's not coming out.
Jesus.
But it's an example of like.
Don't wish for anything. That's
No,
what
I don't. I didn't wish for that film. Like,
you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Like Gambit is one of my he's one of my favorite characters from the cartoons and the comics. But even I was shaking my head and wondering why they're trying to make a Gambit movie with fucking Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum will be alright, but it's too big.
Nah, no, it's not for Gambit.
Yeah, I mean, like
everybody,
everybody.
he's too big. Like, Gambit needs to be live. Like he's a slim, like acrobat type body shape. Like that's not Channing Tatum.
I don't know. He's done a lot of go-go dancing. Pause.
I don't care. That's not acrobatics.
Pause. Yeah. It's acrobatics for women. Oh lord, it's acrobatic for women, isn't it?
Nah, I don't think that counts.
Yes.
Nah, I'm talking about Olympics, jumping around.
Yeah, but I don't think
springs and whatnot.
I don't think Gambit had that physique. He had more
He
of
did.
a.
He
No.
did.
He had, if anything, he had a trapeze physique, slightly less than Nightwing, if we're putting it into that sort of scope, and slightly more than somebody like.
You can't be trapeze and less, so it'd be more like the floor stuff or the horse.
Yeah, I reckon Gambit would have done the rings. Whereas Nightwing, Pommel Horse. Nightwing, Pommel Horse.
Nah, Nightwing, everything. But
Yeah.
Gambit, horse.
Yeah.
Horse and floor.
Horse floor, maybe the vault, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Makes sense. Does make sense.
So
Rip it
The
out.
Rock versus Vin Diesel.
Oh, yeah?
Horse.
What? The Pommel Horse?
Yes.
Well, I think we already had this, like, didn't we talk about something about rings?
No.
Like Vin Diesel and the rings or something like that? No? Alright, cool. Pommel Horse, or gymnastics in total?
Yes.
Rock. It's not even hard. And it'll be a landslide. All he'll be able to say is, I am Groot.
Why?
Because...
He hasn't breakdanced for a minute. You don't know if he's still got that in him.
I know that he hasn't. I know.
How's he going to be doing the gymnastics?
Oh, this is it. Breakdance is like... Breakdance has got its own etiquette. Gymnastics is a discipline.
Yes.
Discipline.
Yeah.
And rock has a lot of discipline.
Oh, so you're saying Rock? I thought you were saying Vin.
Oh, no! No way!
Okay, Rock's got this.
Yeah, easy. Hands down. Like, he's got that work... Like, I said before, Vin Diesel, out of the two of them, not saying anything, like, versus me, out of the two of them, if you put both of them up against each other, Vin Diesel comes off as the softer one, only because The Rock just seems like he'll get shit done more than Vin Diesel. The only reason I say that is because I watched Fast and Furious, and I'm like, yeah, Rock's got this. And then when Vin Diesel like would interject or say something against it, I'll say, no, shut up, Vin. No. I actually had the audacity to watch, I think it was Fast 5 the other day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like, no, like, Rock, no. Wait, no, which is the one where they're working together?
6.
6, yeah. That
And
one.
7. And 8. Oh, wait.
The Furious. I don't think.
Yeah, I think 6 is the one where he recruits them to get, and they get Letty back. And then 7 is the one where Jason Statham is after them. And then 8 is the one where Vin Diesel is on the other side. They're trying to get Vin Diesel. So it's probably 6.
Yeah. But Vin, I just felt like he was just letting the side down. And he's not really good as a bad guy.
So is that the one you watched?
I think so.
The bad guy?
Yeah.
So you watched 8?
Is it 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh shit. I thought it was 6. I thought at least it's going to get better.
Nah, I think 5 is the best out of the new ones.
Out of the new ones, yeah. So Rock is a good antagonist.
Pretty much, but like, he's so sweaty in that film. Like, it's distracting. They're in Brazil, and it's like he is sweating more than everybody. He's sweating 10 times more than everyone else on screen.
Do you reckon they're spraying him with water?
I don't think so. I just think like, I don't know. Maybe his body just is too big to cope with like them Brazilian heat or something. It's just crazy. It's just like he was 10 times sweating than everyone else.
I mean, he does eat a lot of pancakes. He does eat a lot of pancakes. I've heard he likes pancakes.
Maybe, I mean, who doesn't? But still, it was just weird. Like no one decided to just throw that.
That is a nice sort of segue into The Rock's new film.
What, Skyscraper?
Yeah, aka I Ain't Got No Legs.
Just Die Hard with one leg.
Die Hard with one leg, yeah.
I'm in. I'm on board. I'm like, fuck it, let's see this.
I want to see it, but I don't want to see it at the same time. I've got McClane. McClane is way up here.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but like...
The Rock is way kind of like... I mean, The Rock, you can take it or leave it sort of thing. Like, action films with The Rock, gonna kick ass, regardless. Kind of taking it for granted. I reckon now is this part of his career where he takes on serious roles. Like, only reason why I say that is just...
I don't think so.
Well, we saw Walking Tall.
Say that.
We saw Walking Tall and it was good.
Like, when he's just come off the back of Jumanji...
Exactly, it's goofy.
Rampage... You can't be like, yeah, he's going to get serious now.
Well, I mean, like, Rampage I haven't seen. I'm not sure if he
I saw it.
Lots of goofy jokes.
It's so dumb. That film is ridiculous.
Is it dumber than Jumanji?
But I haven't seen Jumanji.
Oh.
But it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I mean, it's pretty much what I expected. Actually, some of it is really bad.
But apparently it's the best video game film.
No, it's not.
What's the best video game film then?
Mortal Kombat.
The first one?
Yeah.
If you said Annihilation, I would have slapped taste out of your mouth.
No.
I'll slap taste out of both our mouths. I'll put our heads together and just slap from the other side, bruv.
Like, the antagonists in that film, like, they...
Shang Tsung.
Huh?
What? The Rampage.
They're acting in a different movie to everyone else.
Explain.
Like, they are... Is
it a government?
It's mind-blowing how bad they are. Like, everyone else... Like,
who's this person? Give me a name.
I don't know. One of them was in something. My friend pointed it out to me that she was in something else. I can't remember.
So it's a female antagonist, yeah?
Well, no, there's two. They're brother and sister.
Okay. Alright, this is getting googled. Give me a sec.
They're brother and sister, but it's like they were trying to make this I don't know, like super serum type thing.
Okay.
And then they accidentally released it into like the world.
Say accidentally.
I mean, it was kind of an accident, but then they were kind of happy that it happened.
So 51, 6.5, 91% of Google users like this film.
Nah, that can't be right.
It's right, bro.
Nah. I mean, like I said, like some of it is fun, but like some of the acting is really bad, like real bad. Specifically, these two people.
So George is a rogue genetic experiment gone awry.
Yeah, just get to the part where who's in it. I mean, that's not even accurate. It's not a rogue experiment gone right. Like, he's not part of the experiment. It was just in the area where, like, this serum stuff landed.
Okay, so the doctor...
no, not the doctor. A different female.
Was it Claire Whedon? Is her name Claire?
Maybe. Is she white?
Yeah, all of them are white, bruv. Because you've got Dr. Kerry Atkins.
She's not white.
Agent Park. Kerry Atkins, yes she is. You're thinking of you're thinking of Dr. Kate Callan.
Okay, yeah. That is what I'm thinking of. Let me see.
Yeah, it's Dr. Kerry Atkins.
Yeah, this guy. And
Joe Mancino.
Yeah. He's one of the villains. And I can't even tell who's who.
Well, I would think that her name's Lizzie, maybe.
Maybe it might be this chick. But yeah, like their acting's real bad. It's like they're in a different movie to everyone else.
Are they like more profesh?
No. The acting is bad. They're like, we're in a bad movie, so we're going to do bad acting.
Oh. Such.
But like everyone else is taking it seriously, but slightly tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan is like, he's full Negan in this.
Full Negan, yeah.
Yeah, which is like fun. Like watching Negan is fun. Like he's serious, but he doesn't take everything so super seriously.
I mean, he'll do dirt, but obviously, it's like,
but it's not like he does it with a smile and
kind of like
spring
Chopper.
in his step.
Chopper. Have you ever seen Chopper?
Nah.
That, like, there's one bit where he says, because you're killing someone doesn't mean you have to be impolite about it. Yeah. Like, that sort of mentality, I do like. As a character.
What's his, Eric Vanek comes from comedy anyway, so I mean, that's probably what got him the role, or what helped get him the role. But yeah, I mean, Rampage is fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it... was it better than Kong?
I didn't see
Kong Island.
It's probably more fun than Kong Island. I don't know. I mean, like, if you enjoy watching ridiculous movies, like just real dumb shit, then, you will enjoy it. Probably more than Kong.
So you're thinking, is it more like the Sharknado sort of terms of things?
No, it's not that bad. Like, it's not quite that bad. I mean, it is ridiculous. But like, I mean, The Rock is The Rock, and he's always fun to watch. Like, no matter, I don't know about no matter what he's in, but like recently, like since he's kind of come into his own as an actor, like you can watch him pretty much do anything, and it's it's watchable. And again, like Jeffrey D. Morgan as well, like completely watchable. Like they're two dudes that like.
They're at the moment
they're charming,
yeah.
Like they're charming and charismatic, no matter what role they're in. So it's always like they're always watchable. Like you can always enjoy watching them.
Definitely.
But I mean, like it's not too ridiculous. It's not Sharknado levels of ridiculous. I mean, I wouldn't even say like maybe like San Andreas levels, but it's better than I'd rather watch that again than watch San Andreas.
Okay,
100%. Like I'd rather watch San Andreas. It was too dumb, but it's kind of that level, but a bit better.
Okay, so it's not Battlefield LA.
No, I mean that was just
it's just shit.
Boring.
Yeah, it was that.
Like nothing really happened in that film.
Have you seen the trailer for Sicario 2?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. I mean, it looks fine.
I mean, I can't remember number 2.
to sequelize.
Yeah. Did number one just end like everything got done?
Pretty much. Like, yeah. It was just like that. It was the end of the day. Everything just goes, go back to your life. Pretend you never saw all this weird, like, CIA fucking bullshit. But yeah, I mean, for that reason, it's a bit of a weird film to sequelize. But you know, I'll have a look. I'll see how they've done. I'm curious.
Yeah, same here.
But it looks a lot more like an action
polished
film.
It looks
more like an action film than the previous one.
Well, the other one was slow, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
very
slow.
slow.
It was pretty slow, methodical. Like,
What's that film that we watched recently? Is it 99? It's not 999. It's 999. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like it, because I remember Sicario being kind of like that. Not completely. But that sort of pace. But mind you, 999 was rather fast paced. I can't remember.
I think like some of it was, and some of it was.
Yeah, I probably need to watch the first one before I watch the second one.
Oh, have you not seen the first one?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I think I have. But I know there was a lot of things I was watching at that time, so it just blends.
I mean, it looks great. Like, it looks great. Obviously, the performances are...
Benico looks amazing. Definitely.
But, I mean, there isn't even really a but. It's just... I mean, the but I will say is it's a weird film to sequelize. And and the new one does look a lot more actiony than the first one.
What about... Speaking about first one, Solo. Have you seen it yet? Ham.
Sort of.
So you've watched all the best bits and you've thrown the rest away.
Nah, I mean I watched it, but I fell asleep.
Oh. Worst thing about it is that you actually have a cinema pass, so you can actually go back in there, but you chose not to.
No, I just haven't had time.
To be fair,
I have not had the time.
When I watched it, I fell asleep during it too. But I think it's just because I was just
home,
tired.
I
wasn't at home. I wasn't at home, bro.
You saw it in the cinema?
Yeah. And I fell asleep. It's the first time I've done it, bro.
I do it a lot, but that's only because I live a fast lifestyle and I just get tired sometimes.
Well, this is it. I think
just get tired sometimes, man. Too much burning the candle at two ends and in the middle. So, so sometimes I will fall asleep in the cinema. But yeah, I mean, it's not really because I was bored. I just don't really, I remember some of it, but like, I feel like I fell asleep at some crucial parts because like Woody Harrelson like went away and then I woke up and he came back and I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the impetus.
Fady Newton sacrificed herself.
I saw that bit. That was like at the beginning. But
yeah.
But like
that's where I fell asleep and I woke up.
At the end where it's like they had the whatever it was they were supposed to have.
The bombs.
Whatever. That liquid stuff. And then they met up with the rebels and they were like, oh, don't give it to them, blah, 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 blah. And then Woody Harrelson was kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to be involved. And he left, but then I woke up and he came back and he was trying to double cross him and stuff. So, I kind of missed like a major bit. So don't really know. I'm gonna have to go see it again.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you didn't really miss that much. Because when I watched it the second time, I was like fully plussed up. I was like proper aware. So, let's do this, like sort of thing. And one thing I will say about that film that kind of doesn't echo in the ethos of what is Star Wars is that there isn't any memorable parts from it.
That's what I thought was weird.
I mean, that what's that joke that Han Solo keeps saying about parsecs or something like done the run in. Yeah, I mean they done the run in the film.
They should have showed that. Yeah, I did see that bit. They should have showed it. It kind of cheapens it. Like
And the fact that
it looks less impressive than you could imagine.
It's like, and then you're thinking, oh, fuck you, Solo. You ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure he rounds down. Yeah. I'm sure he said he rounds down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, whatever, I guess.
Alright, so you got that. Yeah, so there isn't anything else, is there? Alright, cool. So we're going to wrap this one up. So yeah, Reel Dumbshit. Follow us at Redacted. So Shunt. Oh God, this bit's going to get cut out. It's fine. Follow us at Redacted Shunt, as well as Reel Dumbshit, as well as Wylion Mofo. Follow us on the website as well, wylion.com. Which kind of is like kind of obvious if you haven't actually seen our logo. Our logo's got like wylion.com on the top. But yeah, wylion.com is the website, and yeah, there's loads of sort of like different projects on there, naming from like the guys, the list, the contingency plan. Have a look, see, and if you are about this life, which is sort of like comedy and sort of like entertainment in general. There's a lot of sort of like ideas around there that I reckon that everybody will like. Anything else said?
Yeah. Be good to yourself and each other.
Sell all the drugs. Over and out.